going? Happy Monday. Hi, Dory, my co-pilot from this past weekend, Tangi. Can you guys hear me? Just let me know in chat. I don't have my co-conspirator here this week to tell me if you can hear me. Ray has jumped ship. So let me know if you can hear me in chat, and then we will move along. But it's good to see you guys. Thank you for being here and joining me. I had a heck of a weekend, and I can't wait to tell you about it. And then I have a video slideshow to show you. Yep, you can hear me. Good. I have a slideshow and some special guests coming on. So hopefully some more people will show up. If you guys can share it out, that would be awesome. But it's good to be here. It's warm and muggy, so that's the frizz factor. And Dory, who is in chat, and I'm glad you're here, Dory. That ad scared me. Oh, I didn't see it. This weekend, thanks to some lovely people last week in the live stream, because of them, I was able to go to the premiere of the Harrisville Haunting. And there's a poster right here. Look at my poster. I got my signed poster. And there I am. Hello, Miss Tangi. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Got to go to the Harrisville Haunting, brand new documentary that I believe is now out on Paraflix. And when I get a link for Paraflix, I'll put it in chat. I don't have a link necessarily, but maybe my guests, when they come on, will have a link so that you can go to Paraflix. I don't know what the cost is. It's a network for paranormal. I mean, how awesome is that? So, hello, Elaine, West Haven. Thanks for coming, my dear. Thank you for being here, you guys. Yeah, so Dory and I met up and drove together to Rhode Island. And what was really exciting about it for me, I mean, I didn't think I was going to get to go to this thing at all. They have been working on this documentary for like a year and a half. It's like unbelievable how long they've been working on it. And the culmination of all their hard work was pretty amazing. And there were a lot of people there, and it was quite the night. So I have put together a little video, but I have them here and I'm going to bring them up. This is Matt. You may know them already. Matt and Joe, two of the stars of the documentary. So hang on one sec. Hey guys.
Oh, geez, we're shorting out here. I tried to adjust this camera so we're both in it.
You're doing them a favor.
Yeah, probably.
I can't see Matt.
No.
There you go.
You don't want me.
Oh, of course we do. There's Matt. Matt has glasses on, and Joe doesn't. Hi guys. Hey Randy, how are you? Thanks for coming. Hey guys, if we can share this out, that'd be awesome. Elaine is here. Of course, Dory is here.
Heck yeah.
My co-pilot, my navigator.
Oh, this thing's gonna drive me nuts.
What?
There.
My co-conspirator. So, yep. Tangi says hi. Hi guys, how's it going? You made it home.
Yeah, made it home.
You had quite the trek. Holy moly.
Oh yeah, we did. But
yes, we did.
We made it.
Yeah, you had to stop in the middle again, huh? 2 legs. Gosh,
I made it worse for everyone.
But you had to stop in Texas again?
Yeah, we had to stop in Texas again. Yeah.
I give you credit. That's a lot of hours. I mean, I was home at 12:15, and I think you were just like getting on your flight to start your epic trek home.
For whatever reason, I was thinking we didn't have a stop. I thought we were going to go straight through, and I was wrong.
Well, at least you're home now, and I hope you got some sleep, because I know you didn't get much sleep when we were there.
No, I didn't. I got a little bit of sleep. I went to sleep around like 3 a.m. and then woke up like 10 or something like that.
Well, I know, because your internal clock just freaking wakes you up, you know? It just
Right.
wakes you up. So there's nothing you can do. I know that Minnie Nuckin. Hey, look, Minnie Nuckin. Hey, Minnie Nuckin. How are you? That's cute. That's a great name. Yeah, I mean that night before we went to sleep at 5 and I woke up when you guys were heading out and I was like, I'm like, oh, they're leaving.
Yeah, it didn't even
I
get
should
to,
say goodbye. Goodbye.
yeah, there was no
No,
proper
no,
goodbyes.
no. And Dory was just, she was
Yep.
just out. She's
Well,
just
Dory,
out.
she did wake up for, I don't know, a whole minute,
Oh,
I
okay.
think, and then she was out.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, and I mentioned it before, we went up to Rhode Island to what is the real Conjuring house, right? I mean, that's the real
Yep.
house that
Yep.
was the whole movie and everything was based on. And it was so cool because I mean, about a week ago, I was very surprised because I'm getting messages on my phone from Dory saying, get online right now. They're having a raffle
That's fun.
and I want you to go. Oh gosh. So I came online and then all these people bought chances for me. I mean, it was really awesome. It was really awesome.
Yeah, and Hinsdale girl, she ended up winning.
Hinsdale girl, Michelle won. I owe her one. I gotta send her something because I really appreciate it. Although all of them tried. Even Eric bought me a chance. I'm like, oh, poor Cynthia, the little girl in the box. Let's help her. You know, she lives in a box. But I really appreciated it. And I had such a good time. And it was great. It was great meeting Dory, you know. So
Yeah, it was.
yeah. But it was really an awesome weekend because we got up there and we met the guys. And so this is Joe Vitale from Entity 7. For anybody watching now or watching later, and then his compatriot there who's not in his chair anymore, that's Matt Benton, and he did a lot, if not almost all of the editing, right?
Yeah, he did basically all of the editing. I did throw some input in there. Some of the other guys did their inputs in there. So,
Sure.
and I'm not gonna lie, there was some headbutting.
Oh, well,
You know, but that's the nature of it. You know, because
yeah.
we all have that one thing in common though. We want to make sure that this is as good as it can be.
Right.
So,
And it's the nature of doing anything by committee, which is basically what you were doing, you know, more
Right.
than one person, and then everybody has an opinion, and that's the way it works. Plus, you all want to get your point of view across, you know. But so there were basically the four of you, and Levy too, right? Levy was in there a little bit, and Levy
Yeah,
was
but
made it
yeah,
possible you to get back there. And he's made it possible for you to kind of get there at all, right? I mean,
right. No, Levy was a huge help. He
he
really
was
was.
awesome. He was so awesome. He and his wife were great. Billy Cook is another one of the four guys. And then, of course, Eric from Epic Paranormal TV. Everybody knows Eric. So the four of you are just, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And, you know, I know that anytime you're putting on a big event like that, there's so many pieces. And I know there's always like something's going to go wrong and you just have to deal with it. So,
Right.
you know, but every little thing that came along, you guys just dealt with it, and it ended up really being really awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to talk to basically everybody who was there individually, stuff like that, thank them and things like that, but it's just so much
Yeah, it's
running
very hard.
around
Yeah.
and so much that we had to do and then
Yeah.
certain things that we had to deal with.
Right. And it's a lot of pieces, you know, and if you ever do it again, let's say you get bigger and you do a bigger thing, you know, events are very difficult. That's why a lot of people often have what in the fire service we call a PIO, or a public information officer. You've got a face. You've got someone who's there is like, all right, Joe, what's this? How much do you want me to tell them? And then they go out and they're like, hey, guys, all right, gather around. You know what I mean? And they just like, they're the conduit so that you can just do your work and they can just keep people happy. And so one day you may have somebody like that. But yeah,
we definitely, thanks to you and Dory, helping.
Wow.
And also, I can't forget Billy's wife, Katie.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yep.
She's so awesome.
She was like our security.
Oh, well, she's an ex-Marine, so you know. And we helped with the chairs, and I took people to the bathroom. So
yeah, I had to do the same thing.
I was a big help.
I escort people to the bathroom because what it was they, and I don't blame them. Corey and Jennifer, they didn't want people just roaming around the house. It is their home.
It is.
And they wanted to make sure that, just the VIPs, they got to see,
Right.
home and things like that. I don't blame people either for, wanting to take pictures and looking, at the house. But at the same time, it's like, hey, these are the rules. We got to
Right.
follow them.
Right.
It is not our home.
It is. And that's, I think, something that a lot of people don't realize is that this is actually their home. And
Right.
yes, it has a history, and they've chosen to do this, to allow paranormal investigation. I think somebody said to me over the weekend that it's booked through 2023. Which
Booked
is,
up until 2023. I
oh
believe
my
it was.
Lord. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, good for them,
Yeah,
but-
I talked to Corey for a little bit when they come back to the house, because they were gone and we were like in charge of the house, and it was really weird because we're like, I really feel like I'm invading somebody's house, their space. It didn't feel right.
Right.
But I mean, they trusted us, and that, and that meant a lot. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, well, I would go into the, you realize you go to some paranormal locations. We've all gone to different paranormal locations that are just set up as paranormal locations, or nobody's lived in them for years. And you go in, but here you go in and it's like, there's their coffee maker. There's like their kids' stuff on the refrigerator. Like, this is somebody's house.
right.
And you have to respect it. Yes, it's got this history that the whole world knows about now because of some big epic Hollywood production, but it's still their home.
Right.
And so I felt that for sure, and I thought it was a really cool house. I mean, the minute I walked in, I knew it was a 1700s house.
Oh yeah. And then, I also feel bad too, because basically Corey and Jennifer only basically stay in one area of the house. It's not because they're afraid of it. No, it's because they got people coming into their home investigating. So they just, they got to be there. They have to be there because there's a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they have cameras everywhere.
Yes. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
There's a lot of really old things in that house, valuable things. And,
yeah.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, whereas we are all very courteous and we are all very responsible adults, there are people out there that will take advantage of a situation. It's like when you're selling your house, and I'm not a realtor, but I know people who are realtors, and my late mother-in-law was a realtor. You have to remove all the little stuff because sometimes it's just a crime of opportunity.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have that happen. And I don't blame them at all. I was almost like, all weekend, the mother in me and Dory was coming out. So
right.
I was in there with some people and a couple of people that even were in the group, and they were like, oh, what's this? And I was like, yeah, don't touch that now. And I was like, oh God. And they're going to see me on the camera going, don't touch that now. And it's not even my house. I couldn't help it.
What we forgot to do? We were so busy. I can't believe we forgot to do this. We forgot to rally everybody together and sing happy birthday to Dory. Her birthday, is coming up, and we totally forgot.
Right, Dory. Oh no. We have to sing happy birthday to you. I think it's in a couple, let's see, about a week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But,
gosh, we'll have to remember that. But this was cool. So this was a lot of fun, you guys. I know so much work has gone into this, and it really like culminated in this one big night, and the people that were there, I think, enjoyed it a lot. It was special to be there. And I know we saw the director's cut, right?
Right.
So, and it's up now on Paraflix.
Yep. Paraflix right now. It'll be up there for 5 more days, I think, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll start showing on, let's see, the Dark Zone Network, and then the Scare Network.
Scare Network. That sounds familiar. Well, when you get a chance, will you send me some links? Because I'll put them in the description of the video for anybody who watches it later on. If anybody watches it later on.
I can't keep up with this.
Yeah, but send me the link. I tried to look up Paraflix. I think I found them. I figured out how they were spelled, but I didn't know about the other ones. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, everyone.
Joe is here. Matt was here. Matt's chair is now empty, but that's okay. What happened?
But
doing stuff. So so it was really, really a lot of fun, and it was really cool to be part of it. And it was special for me. It was great to see Eric again and meet his girlfriend. That was awesome. So I met Billy for the first time. I met Levy for the first time. I met you and Matt in person for the first time. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. So what I did was of course, I got to go into the house, and later on, the ticket that I won was called a VIP ticket, and we got to watch the show, which was a couple of hours long, and then a small group of us got to stay and do some ghost hunting, which amazing, it was so cool. Earlier in the day, I did a walkthrough in the house, and I put together a little video of my walkthrough. Do you think it's okay if I show that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So you guys can.
Show anyways, what am I going to tell you what to do?
No. I just, I want to be respectful and everything. But
no, go for it.
I did also. We were split into 3 groups for the ghost hunt after, and I started in Eric's group, and we were out back near the woods, and we were doing ghost box, and then they actually went around the stone wall into the woods, and I couldn't go because of the poison ivy. Everybody said there was so much, and I am allergic to poison ivy. So I stayed back, and I took one of those chairs by the wall, and I did a whole bunch of ghost box there myself. And then when I was inside with you later, I did a bunch of ghost box. So I have a whole bunch of video to go through, and I'll put up a video with all that stuff once I go through it. But this is a walkthrough basically of the house, so you can actually see the inside of the real Conjuring house, although they don't call it that, right? They call it
the house on the farmhouse on Round Top Road is what they call it.
The farmhouse on Round Top Road, and it's a very cool house. So let me see if I can. I'm going to do this whole share thing because I'm just so freaking good at it. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. So I guess the next question is, what's your next project, guys? Right?
We're going to investigate an ice cream truck.
A what?
I was joking. I said we're going to investigate an ice cream truck. You really think I'm going to say what we're doing next?
That is a good thing to investigate. Investigate it thoroughly. Okay, let's see now. So this is, let me get it. Let me see if I can. Okay, so this is, let me see. Okay, so this is actually the outside of the house. This is the actual house. It was built in 1736. 1736, I believe. There's plaque on the outside of the house. Very cool place. I think the floors are original. Yep. The ceilings. I'm 5'1", and I can almost touch them. That's how I knew. And going up the stairs that were like this, that's how I knew it was a 1700s house. Anyway,
the stairs were an afterthought.
Yeah.
I do believe that so to the left is, I believe, the original house.
Oh, really?
And then I think over time it was added on. So you have the bedroom that's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They extended from that. That's why there's a window in that middle bedroom.
It's a window from one room to the other, but it looks like a window on the outside of the house. All right, let's see. All right, so, and this is the back of the house. I mean, it's very big, but you're saying that part now to the right is the original part.
Yep.
This is the backyard, and that down there is the woods that they went into. So this is just going into the house. This, I don't think, is the original front. Well, no, this may be the original front door. That table down there, there's a doll in there. I've got some pictures of her. That's the basement door, that open door there behind the fan.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one of them.
I never got into the cellar. Isn't that funny? I never got into this. I didn't get into the cellar.
Oh.
Here's the library. Lots of Raggedy Ann and Andy. I know you guys, I won't give it away, but there is a scene in your documentary in this room.
So there is actually something that is cut that happened in the library. We did capture a disembodied voice, but it wasn't loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
So it was decided to go ahead and just remove it. But that'll be in the extra features.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
I do believe Patreon my Patreon members and YouTube members, they can actually see that.
Oh, very cool. So that was the library. I don't know if that's what they call it. Look at the floors. They're like original. They're beautiful. It's another dolly. Hey, Steven. It was cool. I loved it. It was very cool. Thanks for being here. And I think I'm heading toward the kitchen, but to the in between is the stairway, which when you'll see a little bit later how actually steep that is. So even if it was an afterthought, it was built a long time ago because those are 1700 stairs. That's that steep angle. It's the kitchen. Well, this is the dining room, I guess.
Yeah.
So do you know when this second part of the house was built?
I'm not. No, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
As of right now, all the history and stuff like that on the house is a blur to me.
Okay. Okay.
It is. I am sick of it. Not the house. Not the house. I'm just like, I'm so sick of looking into.
I know what you mean. And here's, you can see this is looking up the stairs. Now that the top of the stairs there, wait, let me go back one sec. The top of the stairs there, I'm 5'1", and I'm not embarrassed by it. But I went up the stairs and hit my head on that wall, on that ceiling.
And see, a lot of people think that it appears that there is a bigger landing there at the top. No, there is not.
No.
It's only like a couple inches wide.
Yeah, it's
you literally have to, when you get to the second from the top, you gotta literally, use that doorway entrance as a step.
Yeah, and the tricky thing is coming back down because you come out the door and you're like, all right, I'm going to go down the stairs. And you're like, whoa, because there's no landing. There's no balustrade except until you get over a little further there to the far wall. So it's a good thing you can reach the ceiling because you can use it to balance yourself.
And you can also tell the stairs. They're not the same height either.
Oh, and that's...
It's very disorienting going up and down those stairs.
And that can be tricky too, because we get very used to stairs that are even, that are, yeah. They had these, that's the second one is the table that's in the living room. The first one, here they are. Yeah, so you can see that they're pretty old. I didn't film myself going up the stairs. I did, didn't I? Derp.
No, you're climbing.
I'm climbing. I'm holding my phone and trying not to fall on me bum. This is the first room that you reach at the top of these stairs. And I know you guys have, this is cool too. Hello down there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, all you have in between the floors is literally just those planks. That's it.
That's it. So this is like a middle room. And these houses are very cool. Like I had said when I was there, we have a lot of houses like this where I live from the 1700s. Literally, I went into one of them, went upstairs, went into a bedroom. There was a closet. I opened the closet, and in the back of the closet was another door. And I opened it, and the house, it was like hidden rooms. It was, I loved it. And that's this. I walked up there. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is one of those houses. It's so cool. And I know this room features very importantly in your documentary. So remember this one, guys, for when you watch the documentary. No, Sandy, it is definitely not. Yeah. It's an old house. But the bones are so magnificent. This house is still here from 1736. They don't build them like this anymore. So they do not build them like this anymore.
No, they don't.
No. So love the rocky. You like the rocking chair, huh, Sandy?
No, I don't know if you showed that or not, but to the right there's a little walkway. Mm-hmm. It's just a closet.
Here's the stairs. Look, and there's that's it. That's your landing. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. It's like basically a step.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like a foot or something like that. Foot and a half.
It's not very. Notice I didn't film myself going down the stairs because it would have looked like this. Boom, 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 boom. And that's out back and that's at night. So So very cool, very cool, very cool place. So you guys got to see the real Conjuring house, and that was my walkthrough during the day. Of course, then we were later there at night, and we got to do a whole bunch of. You had a group, Eric had a group, and Matt had a group, but we switched off. So, did you go down in the cellar that night?
I did, yeah.
You
I
did.
did.
Okay. Did you guys get anything?
I think Eric got some EVPs. I'm
Okay.
not 100% sure. Well, he probably did.
Mm-hmm.
So I could probably be 100% on that.
I have to watch his. Hey, Willie, how are you? Thanks for being here.
You know, people, I don't know. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the basement, the basement, the basement." It's like, no, go to the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you need to be. Either that or the library.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wish I had done that too. I wish I'd gone, but I did a lot. I did a lot of Ghost Box out back, and I think I got a lot. I've got to go through my video. I had done 2 Ghost Box sessions, and then a couple came out, and I did a third one with them, and then we did the one when we were upstairs. So I have a lot of stuff to go through, and I have one little piece of it that I have that I'll play now if people want to listen to it, but I haven't listened to it. So it's very interesting, you know.
You were in the barn, right?
Yes, we went in the barn, and the barn was pretty cool. We were out in the barn with Matt, and a couple of freaky things happened in our group. Actually, I know Dory tried to get her radio to work, and it wouldn't.
No, the spirit box. I ran the spirit box, and it was like nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not big on the spirit box, but I'm with a group of people. What I try to do is I don't want to be in charge of the investigation. I just want to be there.
Right.
I want they paid. I want them to investigate.
Right.
I want them to have that experience.
Gotcha.
But it was EVPs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the barn was interesting because we were in there. It was Dory and I and Matt and 3 other gentlemen, the one man with his son, and then the other fellow who lived nearby. And we went in there and we were all talking, and Dory was about to try to turn on her radio, and they heard a growl over on the other side, like a little ways away from us. And we were all like, we were showing lights. We were trying to see if it was an animal because there were bats in there, and they were so cute. They were like,
right.
But it wasn't them. They said it was her. So we're hoping that Matt got it on his his video.
I did. Matt did show me.
Mm-hmm.
He did capture it. But here's the thing, and this has happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys probably heard it a lot differently than the way it was recorded on his stuff.
Okay, I missed it.
It sounds more breathy. And
really,
yeah. Okay. And I told Matt, I do believe you guys did hear a growl because, like I said, this has happened to me. I know I heard a growl, and other people knew that they heard a growl, and it was loud enough. Okay. And then going back and listening to it, either it sounds like something was dragging on the floor, or like an exhale or something.
Okay. So it could have been that. Absolutely. I did not hear it at the time. But the gentleman who was closest to that side of the room, and then the fellow that was furthest away but was next to us, was adamant that he heard a growl.
No, I believe that you guys did hear a growl. I think it was a growl. I think just for whatever reason, and like I said, this has happened to me. It's happened to other investigators as well. For some reason, that growl just doesn't translate well.
Yeah. Dory didn't hear it either, but Bill, I believe, was the father, and Liam was his son, and he heard. And then another thing that happened before we left, because Dory couldn't get her radio to work, and we were just listening. And then the gentleman, the father, said, "I just got touched. Somebody just pulled my shirt," and he was just standing. It was like Sam and his son. Then there was Matt. Then there was me, Dory, and this other fellow whose name I didn't get, but. He said, and he's just standing there, and he says, "Someone just pulled on my shirt." So then Matt was trying to say, if you're here, show us, do something, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't think we ran the ghost box in there. Dory, do you remember? I do not believe we ran the ghost box in there.
I mean, go ahead, move this since he's not out here. I want all the attention.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Ha! He probably went to
I
get
want to be the
dinner.
star.
Oh, it's
No,
only 4:30 where you are, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
It's early. Yeah. So those two things happened in the barn. Um, and then we came out of the barn. So, and then when I started out, I was in Eric's group, and Eric, of course, had his gateway, and he had the digital recorder, and I think he got some stuff on his digital recorder for sure. And hopefully he'll maybe put that video up or something, you know.
Right.
But his group they were asking a lot of questions, and then they started doing that, and I started wandering around. Just I don't stand still well.
No,
So
I don't either.
I don't. So I was like, da, 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 and I'm out of here. I'm walking around the yard. I'm in the dark, you know.
No,
But
I did go out back by myself and just a little bit into the woods. I
you
didn't want to go.
did.
Yeah, I didn't
I
want to go
saw
too far
that.
back there.
Yeah.
And man, I started hearing knockings. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I started hearing it some more. So I grabbed this freaking branch and hit it against a tree doing the knocks.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd hear the knocks again. And I'm like, bam, doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd hear it again. And I kept doing it and I kept hearing it. So then I radioed in. I'm like, dude, like something's knocking out here. I'm getting knocking or something like that. And then Matt's like, crushes me, just crushed my soul. Yeah, they're frogs. We debunked it. I'm like, and then it clicked because honestly, it did sound familiar to me. That sound did sound very familiar to me, and I'm thinking probably a TV show, you know, Finding Bigfoot or you know something like that.
Frogs make knocking sounds now?
And frogs make this certain sound that can sound like knocking.
Okay.
And it's just they're communicating.
Okay.
Is what they're doing. And then when Matt
they're saying,
said
what's
that,
this guy doing in the woods?
and when Matt said that to me, then it clicked. That's where I've heard the sound before.
Oh
because
my
the
gosh.
frogs in Tennessee too, they make that sound.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. Our frogs here don't knock, right, Dory? Our frogs here don't knock.
So yeah,
Oh
I was like, oh, I felt like such an idiot.
Oh no, you can't feel like an idiot. That's silly. That is so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. And then we came inside, and then we were all in the kitchen for a while. And then we grouped up. Somehow I ended up in your group. That's right, because we had done the backyard with Eric, and we did the barn with Matt, and then it was our turn to group up with you, and we went upstairs.
Yeah, we were still with Eric's group. I went ahead and just went. I actually went up there because I didn't want to stay out back for too long.
Mm-hmm,
So I went back inside.
Okay.
Met up with you guys, and yeah.
Oh no, it was. I think what we did upstairs was pretty cool. I think, you know, I know we had the fans in the two rooms, so we ended up in the middle room there. But I have I have 11 minutes of Ghost Box session from up there.
Oh, you know what? That's right. You guys were. That's right. I remember now. And time went by so fast.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. Because I know you guys were trying to time each other with how long the groups were going to be. Dory says no knocking frogs. We don't have frogs that knock, but they are loud. We call them peepers. And they are loud. Oh my Lord.
I think, well, the reason why our time was short though is because there was some talking going on, and then
we kind of got split up, and I think some people went to the cellar with Eric, which was awesome, and hopefully we'll see that video. And then we went upstairs with you, which I was grateful for. I really I wanted to go upstairs, especially after seeing the documentary and what happened in the room there with the rocking chair, which you guys should do what you can to see the documentary. So I'm not going to give it away, but
I was more than happy to let people go right ahead and say, go ahead.
Right.
Do this.
See if you can get it to do what it did on the video in the documentary. And we couldn't. So and you also show that in the documentary very well. I believe that what happened in that scene in the documentary was definitely not done by Billy, and because of how it happened, I think it was definitely your most impressive paranormal evidence that we saw in the in the documentary. So
Yeah, and there were a lot of things like EVPs and things that come through the spirit box that they just didn't make it. I mean, the documentary is long.
yeah.
And-
Well, that's why when I said to you, I think it would make great episodes.
Right.
Like a series on this house, and then you could break it up and you could get all of your stuff in it, So, but that's just me. Who am I? I'm not a TV producer.
Well, I mean, no, and I get what you're saying, and yeah, we could, but
well,
yeah,
we'll
at the same
see. I mean,
time,
it's out there already. You know what? It's your first big project, and it's out there already. And the next time you do one, you might look at it and say, you know what? This could be a couple of episodes, because there's so much, So it'd be interesting to know what your next project is going to be.
I seen a review, and I was like, oh, it wasn't not a bad review on us. It was. This should have been what the Demon House should have been.
Oh, really? So what? The Demon House is what? Another documentary or something?
By Zach Bagans.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, people are going to compare.
I was like, ooh.
People are going to compare, Hey,
like,
no press is bad press. So.
Right. I was like, oh, man.
Well,
no, it was good for us.
Yeah.
I mean, because they were basically saying, and I hate to say it like this, because I don't believe that we have competition. I believe that we ourselves are our own competition.
Well,
and,
you have competition. That's the way of the world. That's the way the world is, Joe.
And so seeing that, I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't see that.
Oh, well, my guess is that he and his people see everything that possibly has his name in it. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it, though. You can't worry about it. He doesn't worry about you. Hey, Claire, how are you? Good to see you, Claire. And Derek Yahalnitsky. Hello. We have to quit meeting like this.
I don't even attempt to say his last name.
That's great. We have to quit meeting like this. How should we meet?
In person.
In person. Absolutely. Claire, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. That's awesome. Thank you for coming in, guys. And if you get a chance later on, watch back, because I just showed and I can show it again if you guys want. It's very quick. My walkthrough of the real Conjuring house. Zapper! Or is it Zapper? Hey, Zapper.
Zapper.
It's good to see you. How you feeling? Oh my goodness. So Matt was here with us. So the 4 stars of the documentary are Joe here, Joe Vitale, or Joe Vitality if you're Eric. Matt Benton, who was here, but his chair is now empty. He has ghosted us. Billy Cook, who is a doll. Too bad he couldn't be here. And Eric.
I was hoping he would have been able to stay longer. He didn't investigate. They had to leave.
I know.
I was like, man.
I think their trip was longer because they had. Oh, and don't let me leave out Levy from Lego Papa TV. What a great guy! Holy moly!
He like changed his channel or something like that. It's now Chasing Darkness.
Oh really? Yep. Oh, okay. I have to look that one up. But him and his wife, she was great. I could have took her home with me.
She's a firecracker.
Dory and I adored her. She was our kind of girl. But Billy's wife too, a real peach. Yeah. A real peach. So, we're talking about, if you just came in, we are talking about the premiere of the Harrisville Haunting. Is it called the Harrisville Haunting, the real Conjuring house?
We just call it the Harrisville Haunting, but we did throw in the real Conjuring house. To get the point across.
Sure. Well, that's, tells people what it is. And we were there this past weekend, and I was lucky enough to win a VIP ticket and get to go to the premiere and then ghost hunt in the house afterwards. And so this is the house that the story from this house is what the movie is based on, correct?
Right.
And I have never seen the movie. I've never seen the movie, you guys. I think there's more than one. I've never seen any of them. I actually had to look up some of the history of it. So I went up there kind of fresh, so I was thrilled to go. absolutely thrilled to go. And I have a number of people to thank for the chances for me to go. Sandy Wolf and Sally Engel and Dory, of course, and Hinsdale girl Michelle and Eric from Epic. They bought chances for me, and one of them won, and Hinsdale girl gave me the ticket. And I can't thank her enough because it was so cool to go to this iconic place, you know.
I see one of our posters back there.
Yes. Yeah. Where is it? Here it is. My signed poster from the Harrisville Haunting premiere. Are you kidding me? I'm going to get a frame for that thing. Oh yeah. Never seen it either. I've never seen it, Zapper. It's funny. I do this paranormal stuff and I'm not into those movies. I'm just not.
I'm not big on those movies either, but I did enjoy them.
You did.
I
Okay.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
I guess I look at it differently.
Okay.
I look at it as this is a love story mixed with paranormal about Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh, okay. So it did feature a lot about them.
It's all about them.
As I said, I never saw it. So.
I think the exception of just a couple of them, but they fall into the Conjuring universe.
Okay.
So they sort of like have these spin-offs, but the main Conjuring one is the one with Ed and Lorraine Warren.
And then you had two gentlemen there that were the original people that investigated the house when the family that had the experiences called out for help. They were the Johnsons.
Yep, Keith and Carl Johnson.
They were at the premiere.
They were also on Ghost Hunters, the first 2 seasons of Ghost Hunters.
Very cool. Very
I've
cool.
known about them for a long, long time. When I first got into the paranormal is when I heard a little about them, but I also knew of the guys from TAPS. I didn't know them personally, but I also knew of them, along with some other people who are actually still active in the paranormal. So I had always wanted to meet them, always. And I was like, when we went there to film, I mean, I was just like,
starstruck.
Yeah,
starstruck.
I wasn't starstruck. I was really excited, but at the same time, I just treated them like anybody else.
And also, I wish I had gotten a chance to chat with them, but they were busy. But Dory got to chat with Carl, I guess. You were speaking to him at length, and I think. Dory, didn't you say you had actually messaged back and forth with him online about a situation or something? So she got a chance to talk to him, and I wasn't going to barge in on that. But it was very cool that they were there. And were they were in the documentary, or was one of them in the documentary?
They both were.
They both were interviewed.
One was in it more than the other.
Okay.
For reasons, I mean, not reasons that had anything to do with them.
Right.
It's just, I mean, the length of the documentary, and we were thinking originally, oh man, we're gonna be lucky if we can get an hour out of this. We got to make this the best freaking hour we could. And then it went from that to an hour 15 to an hour 20. I'm like, all right, an hour and a half's good enough. Then it's like, we're looking at an hour 45. I'm like, okay, right there, that's the sweet spot. And nope.
You blew right back that. Oh, did you, Dory? Dory got a message. I can't talk. A message from him yesterday. Well, that's very cool. Very cool. And then there was a couple other people in the I think John Huntington was in the documentary.
The look on his face. I'm not going to say much, guys, but
no, don't. But he's got. You guys have to see it. If you get a chance, you really have to see it. And Joe is going to send me links that I will put in the description later for Paraflix, which is it's on Paraflix for 5 days.
I believe for the next 5 days, it's been on there for.
If you have links, can you let me hang on a second? Let me make it so you can. Are you in chat? Say something in chat, Joe, and I'll make it so you can put links up.
I am.
If you're in chat, Paraflix right now, and then it's going to be on, and he'll say the names of the other ones because I don't remember them. The other networks that it will be on after that.
So what you guys can do is you can download the app from your cell phones, and then let me see here.
Say something in chat so I can make you blue so that you can post your links.
All righty. Let me.
YouTube chat. Just say
I gotta get
hi.
back into YouTube. I'm gonna go here. Can't move fast enough.
Yeah, you definitely want to see it if you can. You definitely want to see it if you can. Scare Network, is that one of them? Scare Network.
Next week, I believe. The
Next
24th.
week. And then there was another one that you mentioned, Dark something or other.
Dark Zone Network.
Dark Zone. I've never even heard of that. I didn't hear about Paraflix before you guys started talking about it. This is so cool that there's paranormal networks.
Paraflix is really new. Dark Zone
Wow.
Network, they've been around.
I'm gonna check it out. All right.
So I'll give you guys the.
Oh, there you are. Hang on a sec.
The Facebook. Link.
Okay, so now you should be able to post the links, Joe.
There we go.
Cool.
Let me now run to the Dark Zone Network.
Okay. So it's very cool. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool people in it. People that used to live in the house. Some very moving footage and interview that you're going to want to see. So definitely.
Yeah, we we did see Sleepless Unrest, their documentary on the Conjuring house.
Oh, okay.
And, ours, and nothing bad. Nothing bad. I'm not saying anything bad. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
But they're very different documentaries.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Now,
Joe's going to post links as soon as. Oh, there's one. So Dark Zone TV. And when is it going to be on that? Is that the next one or the third? So at different times, it's going to be on different networks. The interviews. The interviews were great. I mean, they really pulled it all together.
I wish we could have put more of the interview stuff in there, but it's just so pressed for time. So yeah, on the 24th, it'll be on these other two platforms as well.
Okay, so you've got the Scare Network and you've got the Dark Zone, and then do you have a link for Paraflix?
Paraflix is
it just an app, or it's? I know it's
it's an app. It's basically an app, but if you have what is it called?
It's Paraflix.
Yep.
Okay, that's how it's spelled. I'll type it in here because this is how I found it. Hang on. Paraflix. That's what it's called. That's the name of it. And I'll grab the links later and I'll put them in the description. But yeah.
I do, and I got to work on it right now. I'm kind of working on some of the stuff from the Conjuring house. But I do got to get working on all the extra features and stuff like that for Blu-ray. I'm not saying the Blu-ray's coming anytime soon.
Right.
But there's going to be so much. I mean, like the Blu-ray's going to be packed
Cool.
with all kinds of extra stuff.
Cool.
Because, Bill and Eric, they did go out into the woods and they did investigate the woods. That was left out.
Okay.
Let's see. Matt's going to actually be doing the bloopers. Like some of the funny things.
Cool.
I have Eric, he recorded footage from his phone. And I went ahead, I put all of that together.
Nice.
And I have that. It's basically going to be unedited. Now, the interviews, the entire interviews will be there.
Full interviews.
But I cannot say that they're going to be completely unedited. There are certain things that need to be taken out by request.
Sure.
But I mean, basically, you guys get to see everything.
Oh, that's awesome. That'll be awesome. Hey, Joe. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
But I mean, there is just so much.
Here you go. Sandy says, enough to make a part 2. Come on.
I don't know. I
Come
mean,
on. Don't you want to work on this for another year and a half, Joe?
No, I don't actually. I think if we. It doesn't even matter which it doesn't even matter what we do, or where we go. There were a lot of things that because when we went at the worst time possible anyways. because that's when the whole um, pandemic happened.
Oh, and oh
And
god.
that even that was edited out. We were
Oh
there
my
when they
goodness.
started shutting things down.
Hey,
And
Dad. Perfect. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah, and we were getting
Yeah.
alerts on our phones and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff was
Right.
taken out. There's
Right.
also stuff with
Right.
some stuff with the Black Mirror Ouija board in there as well
Oh.
that didn't go into
Well,
the
that's
document.
your
Yep,
Black Mirror Ouija board. You took it with you over there? You
yep.
took it with you there? Oh my goodness.
So I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
Wow. Well,
There's a
maybe
lot.
there is enough for a part 2.
Oh
Ha 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 ha.
no, no,
Oh
no. There wouldn't
no.
be enough. There really wouldn't be enough
Uh-huh.
content, honestly, because the problem is like we got during my solo, which was cut really short. They're just like quick little highlights of mine and Billy's because not a lot
Mhm.
happened. Um,
Mhm.
you
Sure.
know, I did
That's
I did catch an EVP. The problem is nobody knows what the hell it's saying, and it's so
oh.
low that
Yeah.
it's like either
Yeah.
people will hear it faintly or they're not going to hear it at all. I'm like, well,
Right.
what's going on
Right.
here?
Right.
So
Yeah. I hate that. And
right,
I'm not good with all the audio software stuff. I know how to turn the volume up and maybe put a band what's it called? The filter on it, band pass. that's
right,
the that's the extent of my audio ability. So when I catch something and it's a little low and it's like, I know you're saying something.
right.
And I can't get it. Hey, Peak of Otter, thanks for coming. I'm like so frustrated. I'm like, I want to know what it says. Yeah, more people have come in. So let me show the walkthrough again. This is the walkthrough of the real Conjuring house, guys. And this is Joe Vitale, who is one of the stars of the Harrisville Haunting, the new documentary that's
Now the
out
house is
on
the star.
The House is the
The
Star.
house is the
I
star.
know, but you're a star too. And this is the house, and this is a walkthrough of the real Conjuring house. Such a cool place. That's just me. I'm like, oh, I filmed myself. That's all of you outside planning.
I don't think we were planning. I think we were secretly praying to God everything would go well.
That's the nature of running a big event. And you know what, the good thing, the main thing is to just know that everything won't go right. It's
Right.
something going to happen. But Sandy.
Yeah.
She gave up.
Here's my overstuffed backpack.
Oh my gosh. You guys had a lot of equipment.
And I packed light.
Yeah, but all you had was that big backpack. That's right, Dory. They never did. They never did. You guys had a perfect night, actually.
There's my clothes just laying on the table. Oops.
They had a lot of these dolls and these boxes that said, don't, positively do not open.
Yep. Those are replicas of Annabelle's holding thing.
Ah. You're a champ, Sandy. And that's the downstairs. And that was so heat could come up. I mean, that fireplace in the downstairs kitchen was probably how they heated the upstairs.
Yeah, Matt didn't know this, but there's 2 fireplaces. Like, it didn't click with him. And he's like, oh, wait, yeah, that's right.
That's right. No central heat in 1736. I mean, obviously the house has had some updates. It's got a bathroom. It's got running water.
Yep.
Yes, Dory, we did.
Oh, there was no brr. I tell you what, it was nice. I was outside. I went inside to do a quick live tour. It was something that Hinsdale Girl requested me to do. And I was like, yes, I absolutely will. I walked out of the house. It looked like I got out of the shower.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, no, it was pretty muggy all day, and then it cooled down and it was cooler, but it was great. It was great. You got lucky, you got a great day. It went well. You know, nothing exploded. I mean, when you run an event, man, I got to give you guys credit. You did a good job. You really did.
Well, there was that ticked off neighbor, but
oh yeah, that's right. A little bit. Well, we had some fireworks going off during the show, but I didn't know. I just ignored it. I was just like, you know.
Right.
I'm on my phone looking up, are fireworks legal in Rhode Island? I literally looked it up. So yeah, no, that was very cool. So I have a little bit of one ghost box session I did. Do you guys want to hear it? I'm going to play it. And I have not even listened to it myself. Let's see, remove that one. And only fire. Yeah, they were only fire. And they were just, you know, just like the most basic fireworks. Somebody was just being a little annoying. So anyway, the links are in chat and I will grab them later, hopefully, and put them in the description, or I'll look them up because it's hard to get back in chat. And then you guys can grab them. So Paraflix this week, and then the Scare Network in a couple of weeks. And
the 24th.
The 24th. And the Dark Zone in between?
No, at the same time.
At the same time, the Dark Zone. So I have to check those out because I didn't know that those even existed, those networks / apps. So very cool.
We didn't know about the Scare Network.
That's
the only
so
reason
cool.
the only reason why I heard about it is because Eric and them, they have their documentary on there.
Oh, Malefice?
Yep.
And, now I bought Malefice. I bought Malefice from Eric when he was there this week, and he was very smart. He set up a concession stand.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I haven't even watched it yet, Malefice. So I have yet to watch it, but that's Eric from Epic Paranormal TV, his documentary, and I have to watch that. And what was it? I never would have moved out of that house. However, I saw the Conjuring movie. I understand why the Perron family did. I would have stood my ground. You know, it's funny. And I get what you're saying, but I used to scuba dive back in the day. And I would go on the dive boats and people would be like, if I see a shark, I'm going to punch it in the nose. And then the other person would be like, if I see a shark, I'm going to freeze. I'm going to be so terrified. And it's one of those things that you just don't know how you're going to react until it happens to you. Right. So I can't know how the family felt, you know, and I don't know how I'd react. I'm sorry, Joe, go ahead.
And the thing is, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, that's right.
With the documentary, so originally, like, Matt was like, he was ready to, you know, go about it with, you know, the whole witch thing. The problem with the movie is that
right,
Basically the only truths in that movie was the family who was in there, the Warrens, the some of the, like it being haunted.
Hmm.
Basically, that was it.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I've never seen the movie, but there was a witch aspect to it. Something about a
So yeah,
witch.
Matt
Okay.
kind of wanted to go in that direction. I'm like,
Right. You
no.
want to just stay with the actual
Well, I, at the time,
factual
Matt,
stuff.
yeah, Matt. I think at the time Matt didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he thought that she played more of a role
Okay. Gotcha.
than
Gotcha.
what there really was. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think you want to do that.
Oh,
And
it's
yeah,
good that you guys went in your own direction. It really is. It's
yeah.
good that
And then
you.
the other thing too is that with a lot of the reviews and you heard you heard what one of the Johnson brothers had said too, is
Mm-mm.
that the truth. That's what we want. We want the truth. It's not going to take anything away from the house.
No.
The house, the house, like it will tell you.
Right.
The house will
Right.
stand on its own without those stories.
And I'm not. I don't want to. I'm not giving anything away from the documentary, but it made me laugh at one point later in the documentary when you guys go back to debunk something, and I think Matt says something to the owner. The husband is there, and he says Matt says something along the lines of, "Well, how can this be?" And the guy says, "Well, it's a haunted house, dude."
Yeah. He's like, well, it is haunted.
It's so great.
And the
It's
other thing
so
too was,
great.
the other thing too was, um, for the most part, Matt basically wanted to be really serious, but at the same time, there's a little bit of funniness to it with certain things. I'm not going to give anything away, but there's something with John Huntington that
I'm looking
that was
forward to seeing the bloopers. So when there is a DVD, I'm definitely gonna buy it because I definitely wanna see it. And yes, Dory, the house speaks for itself.
yeah,
And
and
you're just telling the story.
so a lot of it, like there's still those spots, and they're needed. They're
Hmm.
needed
Hmm.
spots where you
Right.
get to see, you know, the other side of us as well.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
No.
mean, like during a debunk, watching Eric like do his little like thing, trying to debunk something.
Oh,
Every time I see that, I have to laugh.
I love Eric. Oops. Hey, Yvonne.
The other thing
Oh,
too
where
was,
I keep missing it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm not good at this. Hey, Yvonne, thanks for
hey Vaughn,
coming.
um, you know,
No, he's a joy. Eric's a joy. He just is. He's adorable and he's a sweetheart and he's very animated and it's
he
just
is.
easy to watch him and easy to listen to him. So yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then there's the piece where we're going up the stairs, and Matt's like, and then we captured something amazing, and the camera's right on my ass.
I know.
And I'm like, that's
I
right.
can't wait. I think you guys are going to have a good blooper reel. I think you're going to have I'm so glad you came on to talk about. So I have, again, like I said, I was outside. I did 2 spirit box sessions and then I shut the radio off and like, I'm going to wait for Eric and the group to come out of the woods. And then the couple came out and they were like, oh, you have a box, do a spirit box session with us. And so I turned it back on. So I am sitting with this one. I am sitting outside the back of the house and I'm sitting in a chair looking at the woods and I did this. Now I haven't listened to it, so we're all going to listen to it together. And it's very short. It's almost 5 minutes long. And so I think I'm going to close out by us listening to it and let's see if we hear anything.
Oh, good. That'll give me time to get up for a minute.
Oh, okay, you go ahead.
Stretch my knee out.
Okay, go fix your knee. Okay. All right. Hey, hidden cell girl, Michelle. Wait, I have to say hi. I have to say hi to Michelle. Hi, Michelle. I'm waving at you on the chat like you can see me. Hi, Michelle. My hero. One of my heroes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And you know what? I like Dory's right. All your personalities blend together really well. So
we all investigate very differently.
yeah.
But yeah.
And that makes it interesting.
Right. And it just goes to show too that, hey, look, there are things that people do where I'm like, yeah, I don't really, I don't. That's not how I investigate. But a lot of people will take that and be like, I'm not investigating with him or her because and it's like, you know what?
It's
Everyone
nice to
can
see
work
them.
together.
Nice to
Everyone
see
can
the
work
different styles together, working together is really nice.
And that was something that was really important that I wanted to really show.
You guys did a good job. Before I show this, hang on one second. I wanna show everybody our intrepid heroes. Wait a minute. I have a great. Now let me open the picture. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, hang on. I took a picture of all the guys. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, now I'm going to try to share it with you. There we go. Share screen. Share screen. There it is. All right. There's our intrepid heroes. Can you see it?
It went black over here.
Oh no, why did it go black? Wait, where is it? Hang on a second. What did I do? Why am I so bad at this? Can you see it now?
I can't. How about you guys? Can you
Oh
guys
my
see it?
god,
They can see it.
hang on. I'm so bad at this. Why am I so bad at this? I don't know.
Uh-oh, trouble just came in chat. Hey,
Who's
Summer.
that? Hey, Summer. All right, let me try this again. I'm gonna try it again because I want you guys. I want you guys to see this.
For some reason, it does Windows.
Why does it do that?
Does that to me? For some
All right,
reason.
I'm gonna try one more time. Share. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right, good. I love it. That was Eric's concession stand. And there we got Billy, Matt, Joe, and Eric, our heroes. I love that picture. That's a great picture. Anyway, okay, I'm going to run the Ghost Box session now. Again, this is the Ghost Box session. Hi, Summer. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Oh, Summer, you're so sweet. Thank you. And sorry about that, guys. I'm getting better at this. Well, not really. But anyway, I was sitting outside the back of the house on Round Top Hill. Is that what it's called? The real Conjuring house.
Farmhouse on Round Top
Farmhouse
Hill.
on Round Top Hill. The real Conjuring house. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear it.
I can on my end. I'll be right back.
Okay, doke.
Hello, spirits. My name is Cynthia. We were just talking. Okay, we were just talking a couple minutes ago.
What? I think they said my name right there.
What? Teach me? What do you want to teach me? What happened in this house? Let's try FM. AM. That's what he's saying. What happened here, spirits?
Hurt you?
What's coming? When we were doing his gateway before, he was doing the digital recorder, and he got a message that said, "They're coming for you." Who's coming for us? What? Did you hear that?
What was that?
What was that? Who's coming for us?
We're Christian.
We're Christian?
Okay.
Who died?
Jason?
Back pump.
They call me mom all the time.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
call
that
me
whisper
mom
was.
there.
Who died here?
Pray. But he could have.
Can you see
Peanut. Real.
How many of us are here? Can you see us? How many of us?
Leave.
Leave?
More.
Leave.
You said that before, too. Are we keeping you up? Why do you want us to leave?
Read about book.
That was weird.
You sick of people coming here?
Profile. He's the one that won.
You didn't tell me how many of us are here yet. Can you tell me that, please? Can you see us or can you only hear us?
We're here too.
All right, we'll try again in a few minutes.
That's it. That's one of my sessions. That's the first time I've listened to it. So pretty cool. Kind of listen to it together. Have to listen to it again, of course. There were a couple of interesting, weird whispers in there. How I investigated before is why I would conduct extensive interviews with homeowners, ask questions if there are any drug use, I mean, that could definitely have an effect on what is left, what's lingering there, the residual energy, you know.
So yeah, that is when I've done residentials, I've done many residentials. It is a question that I ask. That can be a very, very touchy subject to go into because, I mean, I've had people get upset with me, and I'm like, look, here's why I'm asking, which is 50% of the truth. And I say, because, you know, sometimes with people who may have mental illness, for some reason, they seem to be targeted more than others.
Oh, targeted by the spirits.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yep.
Thank you.
In other words, you're not talking about the energy they might leave behind. You're talking about people who are actually living in the house who might be a target of negative spiritual activity.
And then, you know, with drugs and stuff like that, I mean, we have to know. I don't want to go and investigate somebody's home and find out later, being held up by a knife or a gun or something, that, you know, they got something going on, or put myself in any kind of dangerous situation.
Absolutely.
One of the things, and I'm not giving advice, but one of the things that I was told was, if you ever encounter a person who claims that they may be possessed and they run at you like they're going to attack you, just put your fist out. Just put your fist out. Because when they run into you and they get knocked over, they're not possessed.
Oh, okay.
And it saves you from, you know, getting hurt.
If you're strong enough.
Yeah.
So You're saying if they're possessed, that you're not going to stop them.
No, you're not going to stop them. No,
Okay.
they're going to. I mean, it's not okay. I
Yeah.
mean, there are some people, have a
Yeah.
high tolerance from pain, and
Yeah.
they can take a lot.
Right.
But yeah, it's a way to also protect yourself. And if
Mhm.
they try to claim assault, say you were coming at me, and I just had my fist out.
Right.
You've seen it long before.
Yeah.
you
But that'd
made
be a very
contact with it.
extreme situation. I mean, when you
Yeah.
were doing residentials, you were going to places where you didn't know the people previously, I take it.
Right.
Okay.
There were
Yeah.
phone conversations. There
Ah,
was
right.
there was a hey, let's go ahead, take the next step, and meet somewhere in public. We'll go
Gotcha.
from there. And
Gotcha.
a few other things that took place before we actually went to their house.
It'd be a little hairy, though. I mean, you're definitely putting yourself out
Right.
there. That's definitely not something I do. I would not, because I don't have a team. It's really
Right.
just me. So I do my own thing. And if somebody asks me that I know, like I have people that when one of my husband's friends lives in an absolutely haunted house that I can't wait to go into, because his neighbor across the street often waves to the old lady in the upstairs window who doesn't live there anymore because she's not with us anymore. And she tells him, I wave to her. She's right there in your window. I want to go there. And then another friend who owns what he believes is a haunted mechanic shop, but
Right.
Going to where there's people I don't know, my husband would never let that happen. So,
Right. And
yeah.
Dory, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. And that's it too, yeah. So I'd love to have a team, but then again, it was nice when Dory and I were actually talking to Levy about maybe going to Letchworth Village together, which and the Shanley Hotel, right, Dory? We're talking about that. So that I'm looking forward to.
Dory and I have decided that you, Dory, Hinsdale girl, Levy, his wife, Billy, Katie. Let's see. Did I say Hinsdale girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This summer, we all need to get together and
Oh,
investigate a place.
Oh, that would be
That's been decided.
so cool. That would be so cool. Well,
we're not talking an event.
An event. No, a place where we go and we stay somewhere and then we go and
I think Billy should definitely go. He's got the big RV.
Oh, Billy is great, and his wife was awesome.
No, Bill is awesome. And,
no. Sandy wants in. Oh, I like this. This is good. You're deep in Joe. Thank you for calling me a girl. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I actually met Bill up at Madison Seminary for the Madhouse documentary that come out. They did an event out there.
Oh.
And they showed their documentary there.
Oh, nice.
And that's how I actually met Bill. I knew of Bill, and I watched some of his stuff, but I never met him in person. So then I met Bill, and I met his wife, and it was really cool.
They're awesome. They were all awesome. Well, you were all awesome. If I lived in the States, I would love. Oh, where do you live, Derek? Where are you from?
Heck yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
But it was funny because we were there at the event pretty early,
Mm-hmm.
and we went up to Walmart. And as soon as we walk into the door, the fire alarms went off. I'm like, man, we're so hot. We're setting the alarms off.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Dad jokes. Oh, no.
So,
oh, that's great.
I definitely wanted to investigate with Bill and Katie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I got the opportunity to investigate Bill. But I wanted Bill to be a part of the documentary because when he does his interviews, he does a great job.
He did a great job. He did a great job with all the interviews.
And I wish we could have shown more of Bill doing the interviews.
Part 2. Part 2. Come on.
I think Corey and Jennifer might be getting sick of us by now. But
yeah, maybe. Oh my God.
But
Windsor, Ontario. Okay, so you're up in Canada.
Derek, all I have to say is this.
What is that?
Go Wings.
Oh no. That's great. Tangi is from Canada too. Roman Biscotti. I don't know
I've
if
been to
she's still
Canada a
here. I
few
think she's
times.
listening. I've been to Canada once. My husband has relatives in Toronto.
Only to
Very
Windsor though.
cool. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've only gone to Windsor. That's it. We crossed the bridge from Detroit. It's wild too. You go through Detroit and you're like, oh, geez, this place needs to get cleaned up. And you go over to Windsor and it's like, dude, you could like literally eat off the freaking sidewalks.
Oh my
Jeez,
God. I wonder where would we all investigate together? Boy,
I
there's
don't know.
so many places.
We'd have to do it for 2 nights though.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to kind of meet in the middle though, because some are in California, some are here, you're down there. So yeah, I mean, I'm in. That'd be awesome. I know Ray and I had been talking about going to the Stanley Hotel, not to be confused with the Shanley Dory, but the Stanley Hotel. We were talking about that. I am coming to Vegas in the fall. And so my husband was like, maybe we should drive to California. I'm like, where is the Winchester House? I said, let me find out where the Winchester House is.
Yep.
I still don't know where it is, but if it's up north, we're out of luck. But
Either 6 or 8 hours from us, to the north is Virginia City.
Oh,
And it's
cool.
so wild.
Wow.
It's so wild. It's funny because you walk in there and it's like time just like meshed. Like time, the past and the future just like crashed right into one another.
Ooh.
Because you have all these old original buildings and stuff like that there.
Oh, that's so cool.
But yet you got the vehicles, like the cars that we have today there. And it's
weird, right?
Weird mesh, yeah. And it was funny because we were staying at a hotel that on that site is where a mine collapsed and killed a bunch of people. Nobody was ever recovered from it.
Oh yeah, it's hard to do that.
And right on there, right on the property, there's a charging station for Tesla. I'm like, wow, they were really ahead of their time.
as Stephen King would say, it throws you right out of the dream.
Yep.
I want to do Tombstone.
Yep, that's
I want to do Tombstone. I do.
I know in October we have we're going to be going to Vulture Mine.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
We're just going to be vendors there. We're not going to be speakers. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's like a convention?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. And that's in Tombstone?
No, it's Vulture Mine.
Oh, I don't know where that is. That's cool, though.
Yeah, Arizona. It's in Arizona. John Zaffis is going to be there.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of cool people are going to be there. I met John Zaffis once for like 20 seconds. But I just did that because I knew who he was. I was a teenager. I'm just like, yeah, there's John Zaffis. Just like zoned out.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Let's rent an RV.
We don't need to rent an RV. We got Billy.
All right, we're all going to pile into Billy's RV. Where is he? Like Ohio or Indiana or something?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. That's right. Well, I can get to him easy. So I'll be in the best seat in the RV. I'll meet y'all guys when we pick you up. Come on.
Yeah, the event in Arizona should be pretty cool. We're supposed to be investigating a mine.
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm trying to drag Summer out there.
That's very cool.
Come on, Summer, let's go.
Oh, I forgot. In one of our live streams, Ray and I were talking about buying the Parabus. I don't know if Tangi was here, she might remember. My idea, because my husband has always wanted to restore an old bus. I'm like, we got to buy a bus, have my husband make it into the Parabus, and then go across the country in the Parabus doing paranormal investigation, like pull into a town, see who's there, who has a story, and then go see them and do it. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
How cool would that be? My husband's like, that is, Tangi's, she remembers the Parabus. We're like, the Parabus. I'm like, I would love to do that. I'm going to retire in about 6 years. It'd be perfect timing.
Summer, you're going to Arizona. Dang it.
Hey, Ray, the fam. Thanks for coming. How are you? Ray. It's good to see you. Yes, she donated $2 for the bus. So we're like, let's start getting money for the Parabus. That's what I want to do when I retire. I want to have a Parabus.
And then, so we have that event in October, and then literally the next weekend, We're up in northern Vegas for
Oh.
a big event.
Oh, how
So,
cool. And when is that?
it is. I can't remember the name of it.
But when is it?
um, October. It's really close to Halloween.
Oh, bummer. I'm going to be in Vegas a week in November. And I was
Uh,
hoping you were going to say it was one of those days. I was like, "Ooh."
that would have been cool too.
That would have been totally
You'll
cool.
have to at least when you come to Vegas wave from a distance at us.
Yeah, I'll
And
let you know when I'm
can't see
there.
it.
Maybe we can get together and have a meal. You can meet my husband.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
That would be
know?
cool.
Yeah, we're going to be there
I'll
for
make sure
some.
that I tell your husband how lucky he is.
Oh, you are so sweet. Oh, I almost forgot. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad, if you're
Oh
watching.
yeah,
My dad watches. I don't know if he'd
that's
get this
awesome.
far into it, but I'll let him know. I should have remembered at the beginning. That's my bad. But yeah, my dad watches. What did we see?
But,
The one we saw Saturday for a cool. Yes, we saw a Class A go by pulling a Jeep Wrangler. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an old broken down school bus or something that my husband has always wanted to restore one of those and make it into an RV. And I'm like,
right.
Parabus.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How cool would that be? I would totally do that. Hello, Cynthia's. Oh, wait. Let me put that up on the screen. There we go. My dad. My dad's name is Ray as well. So when Ray is on, he's like, "Hi, Ray," because Ray has met Ray.
Yeah.
No, I would love to do that, man. I would be all over that. How cool would that be? How cool of a series would that be?
Well,
Parabus.
it's kind of being done.
Is it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Destination Fear, I believe, is doing that.
I don't watch enough TV. I don't know any of this
I
stuff.
also
It's
believe
terrible.
when it was on TV, what was it called? Ghost Loop. I believe that they had an RV too.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, I just think, but I think we're all more interesting.
I would like to get, I would like to get an RV. Well, it'd
Yeah.
probably save me. Geez, I'm yawning. It'd probably save me a lot of money on having to stay at hotels and stuff like that. I don't sleep well in a car. If I actually fall asleep in a car, I am wore out.
I don't either. I don't. My husband always says, I'm driving. Why don't you sleep?" And I'm like, I can't. I can't. And maybe it's just a wife thing. Like, I don't trust you or something. He wants me to go to sleep so he can drive 90 miles an hour. That's why he wants me to go to sleep.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, okay. But that's okay. We drive down south, but we're flying to Vegas. So.
But but then again, though, it's this weird trade off. Yeah, cool. You got this RV, you can sleep in it, but you got to put gas in it.
Well, you got to drag, or you got to drag it. You got to if it's a drag trailer, you got to drag it.
Yeah, I don't want one of those.
Yeah, so you want the one you drive in, like
Yeah.
you could get a Class B, like you don't have to get a $500,000 Class A. You could get a Class B, and they're a little smaller, but still. But then you don't have a car where you go. You got to drive the RV everywhere.
That's the other thing too.
Yeah, so it's
But
a
hey,
trade-off. It's a trade-off.
It's got power.
Because you slept fine on the floor.
I slept fine for like 30 minutes on the floor.
Oh, I can't believe you slept on the floor. You poor thing. I felt so bad.
No, don't feel bad.
But I was so tired. I put the pillow over my head and I was gone. I woke up in the morning and Dory's like, "Oh, I think they were snoring." I'm like, "Who?"
No. Well, Matt snores, but
hear it.
I snore. I snore the loudest.
Didn't hear a thing.
Poor Dory. Then.
Wait a minute. Yvonne wants a small camper with the bed on top of the camper, or do you mean? We used to have a camper, actually. We had it, and in the back there was a bunk room, and my kids used to hang out back there. And it had 4 bunks, but it was big. We left it on a site, but it'd be so much fun. Yeah, we all got to do something together. It's just a matter of what, where, and when. That's all. But I'm down, and I got to bring Ray. Ray's got to come along.
Yes, absolutely.
My compadre, Dr. Ray. He's a lot of fun. We're going to Gettysburg in October. In September, I'm going up to Lake George for the Adirondack Nationals. We're all about cars in my house and racing. My husband races trucks. I know I told you that. Hey, Spirit Seekers, how are you? Good to see you. And so I'm going to go up there, and I'm hoping to go up to the Fort William Henry.
I was snoring in 2 seconds flat, Dory says. I know I fell asleep fairly quick, but I didn't sleep for very long. I think like 30 minutes later, I woke up. I'm like, holy crap, I'm freezing.
Oh my
The
God!
air conditioner.
We went to bed 5. Oh yeah, I had turned it down. I
And then I
guess
fell back to
ours
sleep.
worked better than yours did.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it absolutely did.
Oh, I like this. I always wanted to buy the Ghostbusters car. That Ghostbusters car, have you seen the guy has it? It took him 8 years to restore it, and he takes it to different events and everything. He actually got to sit in the one from the movies, and they said that when he did that, he wrote down everything and he duplicated that car. It's
Oh, wow.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Summer, I don't know how the hell you didn't hear me snore.
When's the Gettysburg? Oh, the Battlefield Bash. I am not sure. Isn't it in the summer though, or did it happen
I thought it was
already?
in September.
We generally don't go. We usually would go between the Bash and Bike Week, and we'd go in between, and it'd be lovely, quiet, So, but this time we changed it to October because we went to Savannah in July. And by the way, if you haven't watched my video from the Sorrel Weed House, go watch it. It's really good. And also is that the one I just geez, I'm losing track of my own freaking channel. Is that scary or what? What is wrong with me?
I always lose track of my
Jumping
channel.
Jehoshaphat. That's the Haunted Sorrel Weed House. It's the one I just put up. Duh. Oh well, who am I? Where am I? I don't know. But it's a good video, and I'm very proud of it. It only took me a month to get it out. So please go watch it. Comment and like. I would really, really appreciate getting more than like 50 views on a video. Oh, yes, that's right, Dory. That Lego thing that was you need a nap. The Lego thing, as I walked into the house, the Conjuring house, did you see the Lego sculpture? And I looked at it, I'm like, that's Ghostbusters too. There's the baby. It was so cool. Whoever built that, that's very cool.
Right.
Very, very cool. Yvonne says she snores too. I didn't hear you guys. Not a thing. But sometimes I sleep through thunderstorms. I just gone.
Yeah,
so.
I could
No
sleep
problem.
through a nuclear war. I mean,
was not a problem. Was not a problem.
Matt,
I don't
on the
want
other
to.
hand, Matt, on the other hand, he's a really light sleeper.
Oh, my husband is too.
When we drove back from the Conjuring house when we first went,
Mm-hmm.
Matt's like, "Oh, I'm tired. I want to sleep." I'm like, "All right, I'll drive. Whatever, no big deal."
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
He couldn't stay asleep.
No, I could stay asleep because the freaking potholes. We were coming over the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, wow.
And
tell me. I know.
And I'm like, I see this huge pothole. I'm like, okay, I got to get around this pothole. I can't get around the pothole because there's people next to me. And I'm like, well,
Nope.
good luck.
Nope.
And bam. And Matt wakes up like,
Of course. Wow.
like we got into a car accident or something. I mean, like,
Welcome back.
then I tried to avoid one. I tried to avoid one only to have another one like 6 feet away ahead of it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, well,
it's Swiss
I
cheese.
missed that one.
It's Swiss cheese. It's Swiss cheese. Tangi, I wanted to mention I'm trying to remember one of it might be, yes, in the Sorrel Weed House video that I just put up. At one point, I believe that a spirit sounds just like you, and it literally says to me, "Boop," the way you do. You gotta listen for it. It's pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that so much. I really do. And you left a like. Thank you guys. You guys are great. I appreciate it. Yeah, I worked hard on that one. I'm trying to get a little better at it, make it a little more interesting. It's not easy. I know what I do is not the most interesting thing in the world, but I'm really proud of that one.
You know what? The thing is that there are those who just cannot go out there and investigate for very many different reasons.
Yeah.
It could be financial. It could just be that, they're so busy in their lives, or
right.
they have some other things going on with them where they can't go out there and do it. So
right.
they watch us and
Yeah.
just live vicarious through us.
I,
Yeah, and
I'm glad. I'm glad if anybody anybody enjoys them, I'm happy. You know what I mean? So, and I worked hard on this one. I did the music and the the whole 9 yards. So, I worked hard on it. Oh, Yvonne, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Yeah, you've been here since like the beginning, and it's been 5.5 years now that I've been doing my channel. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to anybody who watches my videos and my live streams and watches me and Dr. Ray. Dr. Ray's an awesome dude. He's a good guy. He's just what you see is what you get. He's a real guy, you know. And it was great meeting you guys too, Joe. It was just such a pleasure to meet you in real life. You know, I was really happy to meet you guys and had such a good time. Hello, Bill Prack.
no, it was awesome to meet you and Dory.
Oh yeah, that Dory was great.
Dory, Dory was everything that I expected. I don't mean anything bad by that.
Well, that's good then. Thank you so much, Sandy.
Hey, there's Bill.
I love you. I love you. Hey, Bill Prack, how are you? Thank you so much for being here.
He was with us last night.
Yeah.
That's the man right there who got his shirt tugged.
Oh, Bill, hi. Oh, that's you. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
It was awesome to meet him too.
Hmm?
It was fun. It was awesome to meet him too. It was funny though.
It was a pleasure.
I did tease him. I seen that the Epic T-shirt on, and I'm like, yeah, he's one of those Epic.
One of those. No, it was a real pleasure being in the group with you and getting to meet you and your son, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming.
It was,
That's
it was
awesome. Cool. I'm so glad you're here.
You know, and I totally, he said that he was coming, and for some reason I just like forgot about it. But again, though, we had, you know, here we have so much going on and things like that. It's
yeah.
You know,
yeah. Well, things will be quiet now, right? It's released. It's done. No.
No.
The work never ends. Well, you said you've got to work on the blooper reels and the extras because, you know, obviously the point is that you want to make a DVD. So
yeah.
So you have that to do.
Yeah, we you know, we Matt and I, we have an idea of what we're gonna do next.
Cool.
So I want to be very, very prepared for that and really sit down and really think it out and plan it out thoroughly.
So you have an idea. You have a thought already.
Right.
Cool.
But you know, with this documentary, with the Harrisville documentary, we had an idea. We knew what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you can't always really do what you want to do because you get to a location. It doesn't matter what location, and things change. And when you think you're gonna be able to do something, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, well, can't do that, or well, that's just not gonna work.
You got to adapt. You know, you got to adapt. Just like when you're running an event and the inevitable goes sideways. It's all about adapting. Ask Billy's wife. It's their motto, right?
Right.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
But you know, I want to make sure that because there's also a lot. I mean, you think by now we'd learn, you know, but you know, there are improvements, and there are, you know,
the next thing will be awesome too. You know, look forward to it. But you're right. You probably have a lot of work to still do on that one, so you can get your DVD. You need your DVD, right?
But the way, you know, the way I look at it, and the way anybody should look at it, if they're creating something, whether it may be music or just whatever kind of content, just think of it like this: this is a snapshot of where we were at that point in time. And then here's where we are now at this point in time. And that's kind of how you have to just look at it. Just look at it as when you go back, you're like, oh, geez, you know, don't look at it like that. Learn from it.
But you can't help but learn. You can't help but learn from the experience. And as you do more things, they're only going to get better. They're not going to be less than what you did. They're going to be more. they're going to be
Right.
better. And we learn as we go. That's because we're human.
And for this documentary, we wanted to make sure that it was fast paced, and also knowing too, yeah, there's going to be those spots in the documentary where it's going to kind of slow down a little bit. It has its reasons why.
You have to have both.
But the Matt and I, well, not just Matt and I, all of us, we're like fast pace. I don't mean anything bad by other documentaries. The problem that I have, for me personally, watching documentaries or certain shows, like I love Breaking Bad, that show, but there were times where I'm like, oh my God, just pick up, let's go. And that was, one of the things, like watching other people's documentaries, not that they're bad, but it's like, this isn't moving fast enough.
Right.
Like it's got to move.
But it's got to go back and forth, because if it's all at
Right.
ramming speed, the viewer can't catch their breath. And I've watched movies like that, movies that were edited in a way that it's like snap, 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 snap,
Right.
and it never stops. You're like, it's like they're hitting you in the face. So it has to speed up and then give me a chance to go,
Right.
slow down. And then, and then, think about it. Even if it's 10, 20, 30 seconds a minute to think about it, you still need to give people a chance to breathe and take it in. So it's good that there's fast and there's slow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotta have it. Gotta have both.
Truth, Dory. Truth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. You never stop. If you're smart, if you're intelligent, you never stop learning. You'll never stop learning. So, no, it's great. It was a pleasure. It was so much fun. It was really wonderful. I can't wait to actually meet you guys again. Have you thought about, is there, like, I know when you did this one, you were all your separate 4 entities. Have you thought about maybe creating one production company to move forward and do these kinds of things under that umbrella?
I like, because for me, I've been on YouTube for a very long time, and my investigation stuff, like my team, even though it's just me alone, is Truth Paranormal, but
Right.
you also have N87 Films, and then underneath that is JV Productions, which Matt can't stand. It's like, you got to understand, Truth Paranormal is basically the team, or the one person name for whatever. N87 Films is for the the production aspect of it when it comes to filming. The JV Productions is the music.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
Yeah. And a lot of people, like, a lot of people don't get that. But
Gotcha.
I think having our own separate, like, little entities, I think for us it works better for us, because our personalities, the channels, it kind of, like, it just says, okay, these are the guys. I know who these guys are, or they may not, and then go check out what they do, or what I do, or whatever.
It's a good point. It's a good point, actually, because if you had just one, then everyone would expect you all to be a team, and there are tropes, there's, and when you have a team, right, there's the lead guy. Right. There's the guy who carries all the equipment. There's the scared guy. There's the skeptic guy. And you'd have to fill. I get it. That makes sense, though, because you can all be paranormal investigators under your own names, coming together, as opposed to one team where everybody then has to, unfortunately, fill a role.
Right. Because basically it is, we're coming together. We all investigate differently, but we're all coming together as a collaboration,
right?
And all of our channel names, all of our names, they. I don't really even know how to explain it. It just, it's like, it's better that way. Now with the PRU case files, that's under, and that doesn't involve Eric or Bill.
Okay.
That just involves us who are actually closer rather
Oh,
than
okay.
across country.
Oh,
That is under one umbrella. But when we collab like that, I want to make sure that it is kind of a pain in the butt to do it like that, but at the same time,
but I get why it works. I
right,
get why it works.
this is a
I get it.
collaboration. Here's who these people are, and it benefits all of us.
That's awesome. Look who just joined us.
Well, hey,
What are you doing? I know where you
I'm
are.
live from the beautiful Four Queens Hotel in downtown Las Vegas.
So now I'm talking to two guys in
Hiya,
Las
Joe. Sorry I
Vegas.
couldn't make your premiere. I'm in Las Vegas.
Funny thing is, so is he.
yeah. Are you literally downtown Vegas?
I'm literally at the Four Queens. Top
Where is
floor.
that? Is that the old strip? Like Fremont Street? Near Fremont Street?
Fremont Street. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he's he's near the old strip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the office, but
That's great.
our place is literally, if I walk around the corner, Fremont Street, straight ahead. Like literally, it's like
Oh, that's funny.
4 or 5 blocks away.
Hey, Sarah. Sarah's here. Hello, Cosmic Watch. What was an accident? It's good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. What happened?
Well,
Oh,
the internet
no.
here is so I just thought, well,
Well, I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. We miss you.
we went to a what do you call it? A break room. We
Oh, okay.
we smashed a baseball bat. It was intense.
You what? What does that mean? I wonder if can I untime him out,
so-
do you think? I don't know how to do that.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Oh, well,
I
I'm
just wanted to
glad
pop
you
in.
came. Are you doing anything fun tonight? You're frozen. Your screen's frozen anyway, but we can hear you. Are you doing anything fun tonight? I don't think I
That's
can.
okay. We are.
Oh.
We're about to go get a steak dinner. And then
I'm
before
jealous.
I go to bed, I'm going to White
Oh.
Castle because it's open 24 hours.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, you enjoy that. Get yourself
Joe-
some Pepto. Oh, Bill,
Yeah,
if you're
for
there,
sure.
it's just 300
I wanted
seconds
to-
and you'll be back. So sorry, honey. It was a boo-boo. She did it by mistake. Well, that sounds like fun. You're heading home tomorrow, right?
Yep. As far as you
Okay,
know.
well, as far as I know. Well, I hope you guys had a great time. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you very much. And before I go, Joe, I wanted to let you know I wanted to be there in Rhode Island, but I'd rather be here in Vegas.
Okay.
Easy choice, right? Easy choice. Well,
I can
it
look
was
at
a
the
good.
pictures and just imagine, just since they took some pictures, you guys took some pictures, it's all good. I was looking at it this morning.
Yep, people are wishing you happy anniversary. And
Thank
Bill,
you.
if
And
you're out there,
I got something for Tangi, actually.
ooh, cool.
So I have to get her address and send it to her. It's
Oh, okay.
named her, and I got it for free, so it's not like I'm buying her gifts or whatever.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Sarah says hi, Joe.
Hey, Sarah.
All right. Here and
All
start
right.
sucking up your
Well, you go have a good time.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you
bye.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ray. So he's by the old strip. And
Yep.
Bill Prack, if you're out there, just give it a few minutes. You'll be back. And we apologize. It was a boo-boo. It was a boo-boo. Don't leave.
Lord.
Oh, Sarah. Butterfingers. Well, I'm glad he popped in. but I'm sure he's having a good time. He's been out there. He's been out there a few days now, so partying for his anniversary. That's okay. I'm going to be out there for my birthday, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I've only been to Fremont Street. I haven't really checked anything else out.
Fremont Street's cool. We were there 2 years ago on Halloween night. Oh, it was a party. Holy moly.
Yeah, I went and I was like, am I overdressed? Because like there's a lot of half naked people roaming around there, and I'm like,
Well, because it's hot.
no, I don't think it had anything to do with the heat. I think it's just because they could.
It's just lunacy on Halloween night. People are zip lining over our heads, and the lights are going. I mean, it was so much fun. It was.
I want to check out. I've been wanting to check out the other side of Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that big old fountain that they have.
Oh, at the is that the Bellagio?
I think so.
I'm on the Strip.
Then you got Caesar's Palace, which whatever.
Well, yeah, I think the fountain. I think the fountain's at Bellagio, and we watched it. It's cool. It's like set to music and la 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 la. It's very nice. But the buffet at the Wynn is the best buffet. If you want to pay $30.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can pay $30 there, or pay $30 at some place.
I know, right? Hey, check out Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. I went to New Orleans actually the year before Katrina, and we were there, and it was a Thursday night, and it was July or August, and they told us, they're like, all summer, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, you don't have to come on Mardi Gras, and they were right. The French Quarter was popping. That's where we should all meet, Joe. We should all go to New Orleans and investigate something. Oh, Ray. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that would be cool, too. Oh, but the humidity and the heat.
Ray, are you really going to White Castle? We got White Castle here, but oof. Pepto.
White Castles, no thank you.
Get yourself some Pepto. Tangy, you're leaving. Good night, sweetie. You have to play with kittens? Well, I can't blame you. I would choose kittens over my live stream any day. Bye, honey. Take care. Thank you for coming. Ray, oh my gosh. We won't go to White Castle. When there, we're going to go to Taco Gordo. That's where you got to go. I hope it's still there. Guys from Tijuana making $2 tacos that are delish, although they're probably more expensive now. Taco Gordo, Las Vegas.
I'm so sick of Mexican food.
Tacos El Gordo. Yum, yum, yum. I can't wait to go all the way to Vegas and go to Tacos El Gordo.
I think I've been there, actually.
Yeah, probably.
I think I have. Frank, he's the one who bought the ticket and donated it to be raffled off.
Okay.
I believe I think that is the place.
Tacos El Gordo. Oh, yummy tacos. Dory's down for Nola.
Yeah, I think we were there.
Oh, you have to go to Tacos El Gordo. OMG. Look, when I'm there, I'm going to call you. I'm going to message you. I'm going to be like, I will meet you at Tacos El Gordo. Let's go. We're going to meet you at Tacos El Gordo.
I tell you what, try to stay off the freeway, because holy crap, they're doing construction.
We're not even renting a car. We're going to take the monorail, whatever the thing, back and forth to the convention, and then we're just whatever. We're not renting I'm not dealing with parking a car. No. What's this? The cemeteries in New Orleans are chock full of oh yeah, Marie Laveau. Oh my God. I mean, New Orleans is cool. New Orleans is very cool. I mean, we could go investigate and we could party. We could have such a good time. I bet we could get Eric to meet us there. He's young, but we could corrupt him. I love the French Quarter.
Look at you. Role model.
I know. I'm such a good girl. That's right, Ray. That's exactly what we did when we were in Vegas last time. Uber. That's the first time I ever used Uber. We're like, this works great.
First time I ever used an Uber was when we were in New York when we went the second time.
Ah.
Yeah, New York. That was fun, kind of.
Oh, well,
One
yeah.
of our Uber drivers, we get in the vehicle and we're in the back seat, and Matt's like, "Hey, so how's it going?" I'm trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
like talk
no.
to the Uber guy, and like the Uber was basically like, "F you, leave me alone." There's not a word come out of his mouth.
It's New York City is not Las Vegas. It's not. Okay, it's New York City. They don't want to talk to you. Leave them
I
alone.
know.
Leave them
It's-
alone. Oh, I love this. Eric is
Yeah.
uncorruptible. I absolutely agree with you. I have a feeling that Eric is, and you know what? It lets me continue to have faith in the younger generation and in humankind because he's a sweetheart. He's a good guy. Oh yeah, first time Uber user. That's when we used it for the first time. I'm like, we're like, how far? Because we were staying at the Wynn, and we thought it was a long way to the convention center. Now we're going to be staying further up. So, but we were like, how can we get around? And we wanted to go to the Pawn Stars pawn shop, and so we're like, let's try this Uber thing. Oh, it worked great, and the Uber drivers were very friendly. So we knew they weren't from New York.
So when you went to the Pawn Stars shop, none of the people who were on TV were there, were they?
No.
The only time they show up. Yeah.
No.
It's like
no.
hardcore pawn. The only time any of those people show up, the only time they show up, that's a horrible name. It's like hardcore pawn. Like, what did you say? Did you say?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like, no.
Now, we didn't stay very long.
And it's funny how that show operates.
Is it still on?
No, not anymore. I don't think so. So I got to have a little part of that. A friend of mine couldn't show up to be camera guy, so I took his place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here's what happens. So I was outside. Never went inside.
Sarah, that's a great idea.
What they do is they ask people, "Hey, do you want to be on this show?" And they used to give them $25 to go in there and act like an ass.
Oh,
now it's like, we'll give you a T-shirt, but they say, "All right, here's what we want you to bring. You're going to be escorted. There's going to be people around you, but you're going to bring this in. Here's this paper. You don't have to know it word for word, but just get a general idea, of it, and go from there."
So it's all scripted. I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that it's all scripted.
And it's funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not scripted. That kind of stuff happens." Yeah, it does. The problem is that people just don't come in off the streets with a lav mic hooked up to them.
And the box on the back. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
And then
no.
And then I think they wised up and started using a sound guy, carrying a boom mic because.
Yeah, because you're seeing. I love Chicago too. I love Chicago. I almost settled in Chicago, but I love Chicago. So, and the food is great. Chicago. Yeah, Chicago would be fun. There's a lot of cool places. We just have to. I'm all for it. And I know it takes a while to plan something with all people together, but it would be it would be so much fun. It really would be like our own little Paracon, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Oh, it would be trouble.
Not me.
Oh, if Levy's wife came with us, that's big time trouble.
I hope she would come. She's so. What was her name again? I can't remember her name.
It is.
Yeah. This is our old age, sweetie. If you're watching, just know. This is what happens when you get old.
Oh Lord!
Lies.
Starts with a V. I can't remember.
Oh my God, that's
okay.
terrible.
I don't remember Matt. I can't ever remember Matt's girlfriend's name. I can't even tell you what it is right now. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, that's right. I knew Matt had a girlfriend. Dory. What's Levy's wife's name?
Whatever
her name is, we adore her.
Yeah.
Kathy.
Oh, it's Kathy. Oh, her last name is
I just love
Vidal.
her. Just loved both of the wives to death. Just everybody was great. It was so much fun.
Yeah, and that restaurant we went to.
That was great. Oh, the food, right?
I know.
Oh my much. And
Like,
it was the 4 of us. It was only $40.
I was like,
I'm like,
I'm thinking to
what?
myself, I see the price. I'm like, the price aren't that bad. But the food probably, like
We
this
are breaking
tiny,
up.
right? And I was
Oh,
like, I'm just gonna order, the
yeah.
cheapest thing. I'm like, well, okay, chicken parmesan. That's ridiculously cheap. Okay,
That was crazy. How much food you got?
I
Oh,
know. I've seen that. I got like 2 big old things of chicken and just a ton of noodles. I'm like, or
well,
pasta.
that's good because I think you were hungry because you ate it all. So that's good. Look, Derek wants us to come to Canada. Sarah wants us to come to Chicago.
Um,
The food was incredible, Dory.
but yeah, I was like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to eat all this. Well, this fat ass did.
You were hungry, but my wrap was delicious. How about Levy's son's cheese macaroni, his gourmet cheese macaroni that he
That
got?
was a big.
They
That
sat
was
it down on the
huge.
table, and everybody just aimed their camera at it to take an Instagram shot of this kid's food because it was gorgeous.
It was like
looked,
art.
it looked so good. It looked like the best cheese macaroni in the world. It was just so gorgeous. And then the salad that Kathy got,
Yeah,
enough for 4 people. I
yeah.
mean,
The star of the restaurant was definitely Kathy.
she was great. We loved her. Dory wanted to take her home. She's like,
Oh,
"Just
she's
come."
funny.
She was, man. She's just like the quintessential New York girl. We loved her. Oh.
Um,
No, that
Yeah.
was great. If we ever go back there, that's where we're going to go eat.
absolutely.
That's where we're going to go
Absolutely.
eat. That's where we're going to go eat. That was great. That was a good choice. Whoever picked it. I think
Levy.
Levy
Yeah.
picked it. Good
It was-
job, Levy.
Yeah. It was either that or he chose another place. It was a Mexican restaurant. And I'm like, oh, dude, I am so tired of Mexican food.
I think he did very well. Now, what is the name of his channel? Because I thought it was Lego Papa TV.
He still has that channel. He made a new channel, and it's
What's
called
his-
Chasing Darkness.
Chasing. I want to write it down so I find it afterwards. Did Bill come back? Bill, did you come back? Bill, I'm so sorry. I hope you're still here. Poor Bill. Anyway, that's cool. I'll find his channel afterwards, and hopefully I'll find those links and I'll stick them in the description.
I don't know. I don't know if Eric's going to go live tonight or not.
I don't know. I think they were saying
today
it was
is Mama
Patreon.
Epic. Today is Epic Mama's birthday.
And I feel terrible because I never got a chance to make a video for her. So I hope she has a very happy birthday.
You know what? I had totally forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, I'm like, it's her birthday. I went ahead and I just sent a video.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
And Bill is here. Yes, Bill is still
Okay, good.
here. Yay, Bill. So sorry. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still here. You know, I feel bad that I didn't get to make the video, but you know, that night after we were done, we went to sleep at what? It was either 5 or 5:30 in the morning, and then I got up at 8:30, and we drove home, and I was home by 12:15. And you think I came home and slept? I didn't, because I just can't sleep at that time of the day. So I just had like a whole day, and by yesterday I was like, I'm asleep. So I feel horrible. Oh my goodness. But I hope she has a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Trixie Cat. It's Trixie Cat, right? His
Yep.
mom? Yep. Happy birthday, Trixie Cat.
Or Mama Epic.
And Mama Epic. And happy birthday very soon, Dory.
Dory.
My co-pilot. Yeah. So that's awesome. Oh my goodness. I know, Summer. Oh, my dog is staring at me. Can I help you? Oh, he probably won't. At least he waited this time. Usually it's like I start streaming and then
Right.
oh my God. Oh. Well, this has been a lot of fun. This has been awesome. Thanks for coming on, Joe. I really appreciate it.
No problem. I'll smack Matt around and be like, dude. What?
Yeah, why did he leave? He could have stayed on with us. Let's see. Oh, wait, what
His
Bill has to
girlfriend's
say?
here.
Oh, okay. This is Bill. The crazy thing that happened to me on the way home was before I stopped to rest, I had my shirt tugged on my left shoulder. I didn't think anything of it because I just thought I was really, that's in the barn, right? That's right. In the barn that happened to you. And then we were all trying to talk to see if there were spirits there, if they would do something else, and they didn't. Oh wait, oh no. When I stopped the car to sleep for an hour, my shirt got tugged again. And then I heard a voice in the back seat. Oh my gosh. I thought it was Liam saying something, but he said he didn't say anything. What did it say? Yeah, I had to tell the spirit to go back to the house. See, before I left in the driveway, I told them they couldn't come with me. So very interesting. Any idea what they said, Bill? Stop. I'll be with you in a minute, little puppy.
I got my
Wow.
demon soup right here, as one of my viewers called it.
Dirt.
So now
my goodness.
I got different dirts from different locations.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. We've got to label all those bottles. Well, Bill, thank you for sharing that with us. That's cool. I wonder what they said, but yeah, they couldn't go for a ride with you. I wouldn't have taken them home with me either. No well. I like that. Oh, wait. No well water.
And
yes.
Matt actually didn't think that one through completely.
It's in Matt's clothing. All he has to do is wring them out. Dingbat.
Bill said.
It said hello.
Oh, yeah.
But I could not make out the rest. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, you might have had the most paranormal experience of the night then, Bill. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. That's awesome. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I don't know if Eric's going live. I'll hopefully have the links for you for the channels in the description later on. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Really, really appreciate it. If you didn't get a chance, watch back later. Fast forward till you find it. I showed it twice, the walkthrough of the real Conjuring house. And it's the Harrisville Haunting, the real Conjuring house. I think that's what it's called, right? The whole title. And Paraflix.
Paraflix for the next couple days. The Dark Zone Network and the Scare Network.
Scare Network.
That'll come out on the 24th on those two. Right now, Paraflix.
Very cool. Very cool. Check them out. Definitely watch it if you get a chance. Thank you. So, yeah, hit the like if you can on your way out. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I love you all. I hope you have a great night. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Later, guys.
Bye.